Hello beans, just a quick g'day. I posted some more videos sharing YouTube stuff, and there's been more fallout in relation to Netanyahu talking about Jesus Christ, and my thoughts about Jesus Christ as opposed to Christ mind. I've already said quite extensively. I just want to remind you, in relation to the continuation of that discussion as reported, and the reference to the article made, in the sense of, unless you've got an army, it doesn't matter how moralistic you are, unless you can defend yourself, ultimately you can be overrun. So survival becomes an issue. And I think that's the focus, isn't it? Life is a precious gift, and it's not about survival. Animals survive. Yeah? Divine reference is not about survival. It's about being divine. So the greatest task for humans being, as moving towards divinity in self, the biggest mountain to climb, you could say, is not just the idea of living. It's not just the idea of, I did think of something earlier that I was going to say, and it's just slipped my memory a little bit. So I'll redo it. The biggest task, the hardest thing to do, is not to take life. Yeah, it's not the easiest thing to do, I suppose, to take life, is it? But it's certainly not the hardest thing to do. Perhaps the greatest task we face is forgiveness. It's to lose that hatred within that is so in your face in relation to Zionist Israel and their outlook towards the surrounding area. The whole of it is a Semitic area. Yeah? I've posted about this in the sense of Semitic is all about language, the regional languages there, which is Aramaic, Arabic, Hebrew, and even back to ancient Phoenician and Akkadian. So their outlook in the area, the notion of trying to establish themselves based on a religious belief, echoing, I suppose, the notion of Vatican City and the Christians as the papal state. But it's all a nonsense. All the organisations are a nonsense. Yeah? What we're thinking of here is freedom, sovereignty of self. Self is the only thing you have to worry about. If every self in this world measured themselves in the sense of their life and their progression through life, the state of their being, as in thought, word and deed, and exercise self-control over self alone, didn't worry about anyone else, if we all did that and stopped judging everyone else, just focus on yourself, every time we speak in the sense of judging others, we're moving away from looking at self. And yes, you could say, well, this is what you do. And I do. And I constantly check myself here being. And I become aware, as I said the other day, of emotion fueling echoes that are apparent based on a YouTube video I've seen of Israeli soldiers hanging dead babies, headless babies in trees, Palestinian babies. This is documented the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, post these videos. That upsets me. And we don't live in this modern world of media and data exchange, information exchange. We don't live in a world that's cocooned from this. We're not protected from this fallout of people in severe error, unfortunately. But by example, if we focus and embrace the truth in our being, we can change ourselves to the point where when people interact with you on a direct physical level, that energy that you have as a focal point of your existence, divine being, human in loving form, as represented to your sensory intakes, yeah, building your awareness in the moment. Yeah. If you can lose these echoes, fractionated all the way back from cycle, then maybe, possibly, something could change on this planet in the sense of the living, breathing form that is the representing of divine projection to accommodate a place to extend itself in divine relation. Okay? Listen. Love all round, beings.